Welcome. You are now tuned into the Textually Active Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
Your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
I just be here, bro. I don't be knowing what's going on. I'm just here.
And we have E on the boards.
Yo.
We fresh off a vacation, but we still smell like a vacation. Ain't that what niggas be saying?
Niggas,
Still smell like the beach.
No.
We still smell like that
Drake
turkey
said
dinner.
that one time. Hey, if you still smell like turkey, hey, that is wild,
Still
boy.
smelling like fried fish.
Oh no, that was the one.
Yeah. It is so hard to get that smell off your clothes. Like if you don't wash them clothes
Time
immediately,
out, bro. We're gonna get into that later.
Okay.
That's another part of culture that we're gonna talk
okay.
about. But yeah, we left y'all niggas and y'all didn't even know.
Y'all ain't even know.
We've been gone. Y'all just been listening.
We
and
had 2
enjoying
solid
it.
weeks
Yeah.
off. We was good.
Chilling, looking at family and doing all that kind of shit.
Hit niggas with the double up. Who else go to another city and still hang out in another city?
You know the vibe.
You know the vibe. You know how we give it up.
Know the vibe, shit. Because we introverts who don't like other people, so we just go places and hang with each other.
Yeah, that is funny. Like, yeah, we all drove 7 to 8 hours to just chill out.
With each other,
Right. with a family environment.
Exactly.
And the thing is, we would tell you it's because of COVID, but it's because we don't like people.
We just don't like people.
Yeah.
But we love you guys because you're here.
I like everybody on the internet. I like y'all on the internet.
I love my internet friends.
I wouldn't hang out. I probably wouldn't hang out with y'all in person though.
I love hanging out with
on
people
the
from a
internet.
distance.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Corona has brought out the best part, or brought back the feeling of the internet.
Like when you was like 14 in the chat room.
Yeah, seriously. Like you get that feeling again, how much excitement it was to just say all that shit from the comfort of your couch. And it's not on like no spicy shit, but just being able to engage socially with people, being comfortable at home.
The fun shit is like people don't realize how much you learn about somebody from just seeing them on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fam, who is this nigga that you keep talking about in this story? Like,
Right.
I want to see him. Please post him now.
Right.
Like, if I see one more me and somebody son, you are lonely, sis. All of this basic ass shit you could do with one guy. Pick him. He is somebody's son.
He's
Do
out there
it.
waiting. It literally be me and somebody's son, and they be in a hug, getting a kiss on the forehead. You ain't had that done yet?
You can't get that.
You can't
cannot
get somebody to
find
kiss you
that?
on the forehead?
Yeah,
The niggas you are dealing with is not doing this.
Right. Nobody's kissing you on the forehead?
Damn,
Okay.
they that detached, huh?
Yeah, it's
God,
weird. It's
y'all
really
lonely.
weird.
I mean, you guys are out of touch. And
Who?
you guys in that space,
We
in that love space,
out of touch?
you guys are somebody's son and daughter.
Nah, I picture that. I be on the internet every day. I know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, it ain't that hard. They'll show you. Shit.
Got me fucked up. Know what the fuck going on in these streets.
I know more about Summer Walker life from her burner page than I do from her artist page.
True. But how are you guys feeling today? What's going on? What's good?
It's a good Friday. A good Friday that we here. I know.
But they're hearing this on Textual Tuesday.
You're right. I forgot. But we here. Shit, it's another day. Shit, I took a shower today.
Okay. I heard you were on a 3-day streak with no shower. And you want to add on
It's
to
been
that?
I finally reached a point where unemployment has set in, and so I've been at the crib, musty arms and musty mouth.
Yeah,
So
just a little.
it's one thing to let your body go, but the teeth though, the teeth is the one.
Bro, I'm waking up at noon.
So
Like,
okay, I get it. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't get it. I do get it. On the days when you don't have nothing to do, and I don't subscribe to this. It really took me a while to get out of that bag because it's hard to talk yourself into brushing your teeth at 12 o'clock, especially when you wake up hungry. Because the conflict is, if you don't brush your teeth as soon as you wake up, your stomach is going to start growling, and you don't want your food to taste funny. So you may pass over that toothbrushing and tell yourself, I'm going to brush it later, and then you never get back to it. That's a tricky game to play. But what I did to master it especially on Saturday, is wake the fuck up and brush them damn teeth first thing. First order of business.
I'm out
brush
here.
that teeth.
I'm just in the
And
house.
then you got to brush that mouth at the end of the night too.
I'm just at the house chilling, trying to figure out if my fantasy team go win the championship this year. Getting denied by fucking Whole Foods. Whole Foods so bougie. I think it's because I put I was black, but with a name like Kwame, it's kind of hard not to.
Wait, you put in an application there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Niggas was out here like, nah, we denied you. We ain't like the way you took my assessment. It could be because I took my assessment during the Textually Active meeting that we had the other day. But, you know, I can multitask. That's one of my skills. They should have known it.
You can't. Come on now. We
They
was
shoulda
in that meeting
known.
talk about real shit.
And they should have known I could multitask.
And
That's
you-
that's a good skill to have for somebody with a
The
job.
funny thing is, I didn't hear him say multitask the first time because I was like, "Why is he saying that?" But now I get it.
Like,
That's
nigga,
why
I was doing two things at one time. That's a great employee quality.
It is.
That shows I can do
You were
things.
supposed to put that in the other notes. You know, that's usually like the last paragraph.
It's
before
that
you
fucking
submit.
test. Like, nigga, why you asking me all of these things I don't really understand? I don't know what you want me to do, so all of my answers should be asked the management what you want me to do.
You got to find a job where
They want you to. All right, so I'm gonna put you on game.
Oh, drop the game.
I'm gonna put you on game. So when it comes to those little tests, right? They want to know that you are going to rat, right? So you have to look. You have to put that rat cap on. All right. So the thing is, like,
tattletale.
Are
you going to be on there? You gotta answer the questions of the person that's gonna be like, "Ooh, I'm telling."
Damn, I gotta get in my 6'9" bag.
Yeah, you got to get on your teller bag, tattletale.
Free Casanova.
So the thing is, if you tattletale, then you're a team player. Think about it.
That's what they want.
Oh, damn, you using it.
Or you could just find a job where they say email your resume, because I don't got time. Why am I?
Or you can come to death row.
Yeah. Why am I uploading my resume to then have you ask me 15,000 questions about myself to then turn around and have an interview where you ask me the same fucking questions
This
again?
the one that
I
get
have
me.
that. We get into this back today.
And
Yes, it's all. This is all related.
I could tell you the answer.
Like-
The answer is that the fact that you don't do it, that means that you're lazy. So I don't want you anyway.
These niggas ask you to get a resume,
All they gonna do?
then ask you to type what experience, like where have you worked before, to then ask you, have you ever worked with us before? Like,
You know what that says?
I feel like I'm working for y'all already.
You know what that
Right.
says? Can't finish a task.
That's
When all you
crazy.
want me to do, all you have to do is look at my resume. It has everything you want to know. You want to know where I worked. You want to know my skills. You want to know what I know how to do. You want to know a little bit about myself, where I'm from, my phone number, all that shit is at the top of the resume. Then you just look down and you see what the hell is going on.
The fryer got a timer. I can just drop. I can drop the fries. They
See.
come back up. Like I
See.
can do that. Like it's not that hard.
When
Like
you don't want to fill out the application afterwards, it says you don't follow directions.
shit is crazy.
It's crazy. I hate it.
Listen, man. That corporate thing is hard. That's a hard stench to get off.
Nigga, it's McDonald's.
I know the game.
He's talking about applying for.
McDonald's.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
McDonald's don't want me.
It don't matter.
I don't.
It don't matter.
I don't know. I am doing well.
How's life, bro?
Still doing well. Gained the Thanksgiving.
You got a little, but you know, you got a nice little skin clear up right there. It's like one bump. That ain't nothing.
Gained the Thanksgiving pounds back. You know, been drinking, but we slowing that up. We getting back into the new year, new me vibes, which leads us into what the fuck I want to talk about today. Oh dang, I forgot my GD father-in-law listened to this podcast and he told me that my mouth is hot.
Okay.
So
My fault. I mean, I said what I said.
not Papa,
I said what I said.
not Big Daddy.
I said what I said. That's
Don't
just for
talk about my
everybody.
fall in love like that.
It's not him specifically. It was just the idea of what he said.
Nah, I do drop the F-bomb a lot, and I'm really trying to clean that up for the new year, new me. Speaking of that, have you seen the meme already going around
Which one?
with our girl?
Oh, the
What is
girl
she?
You
from
know the girl.
Steps.
You know the girl.
Was she taking Corona with her?
Know the
Into
girl.
the 2021.
Know the girl.
She taking 2020. She taking Corona with her into
Hold on.
2021.
All right, Meezy, what hairstyle does she have before we see it?
It's probably fucking the braids Red's got right now.
Yep.
The buns
Y'all know the girl.
and the buns.
Y'all know the damn girl. Stop acting like y'all don't know the girl.
Step by step.
With her
With the
her
baggage.
baby hair brush sitting in the book bag. You can
Yep.
see it hanging out the bag.
Hey, that shit made me laugh because I know this. Didn't nobody say this. Didn't nobody talk about this much. But COVID sure did get rid of all of those. 2019 blurred my vision, but 2020 gonna be a lot clearer. COVID sure did fuck those captions up, didn't it?
Sure did.
It did. It did, because our vision is
Still fucked up.
blurred.
Still fucked
So
up.
before we get into our topic, because I really want to get here, I really want to do this. I want you guys who are listening right now, pull out your phone, screenshot this message, post it to your story. Let us know where you're listening. Tag us, tag TA.
Oh.
Let the world know that you fucking with us.
We doing some new shit.
Right.
Oh shit. Let's go for it.
Plug it in, tweet it. Let them know. Add Textually
Support a
Active.
black business.
We are a black business.
It's a black as shit.
We black as hell.
It's ghetto in
Production
here, too.
black. I'm black.
Mike just fell out the table.
You
It's
black.
ghetto in here. Y'all ain't see it, but
Jazz is a person of color.
in the background you can see her in the window.
You can see her. And you look real hard. I'm just kidding. Jazz is black.
Jazz is olive.
Jazz is olive.
Oh,
But yeah, so before we get into the episode, make sure you do that. Fuck with us because we fuck with y'all. So with the new year rolling around, you know, we have those things that we all say we hate. Don't come in talk about new year, new me.
please don't.
It's almost like, and I may be reaching, but it's almost like we hate growth.
Yeah.
Like growing pains is really a thing. So I think as a culture, we've grown into this thing where we hate new shit. Everything that's new, our first reaction is to hate it.
I hate it.
And whenever something changes and it's not the same thing, we're like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. I don't like that. Yeah. And I just want to talk about what it is with us as a people and why we hate growth so much and change so much, to the point where they can't even make movies for millennials. Like, they literally cannot make movies for us because we want to see the same shit. We done got Lion King. We done got Beauty and the Beast.
Space Jam.
We about to get Space. What? We getting Space
Yeah,
Jam?
LeBron is the new
They
Space Jam.
still remaking Nemo and all them. Like, we just like the same stuff.
Crazy.
So that's what bag I want to get in today.
Oh, that's crazy. I really just think it's because of I just think it's because we have been like down and out for so long that the moments that we know of happiness and joy, we love to go back to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of us can hear a song and be like, I remember when blank. This used to come on when we was blank. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a lot of moments and there's a lot of things like we have been like programmed to only love and like things that brought us joy, not things we've never known or the unknown and no shit like that. We just like the shit that we like because when we first started liking it, it was the thing. It was hot. It was cool. It was, oh, I love this moment and I feel this way. And it's just like,
It's bringing back a feeling.
Yeah.
It's to the point where they remake, I don't know whose idea it was to do this, but they remade the playlist for Apple, Spotify, and all those things that you typically listen to so that they can continue to play the same songs. And boy, have I ran that 2020 playlist into the ground.
Fam, like, I've already listened to all of these songs all year.
Right.
Thank you for showing me it again so I can go back and listen to them again.
Thank you for putting it in one space so now I don't have to go hop and search for it. I really appreciate you.
Like,
for
oh, yeah,
that.
I forgot that I used to like this song 3 months ago.
Right.
Like, that shit is hilarious.
Mine, I guess we'll just have that whole K-Tronada album on there, and that's it.
Nah, like you ain't listen to
and a handful of Hove songs.
No, that same Hove song that you listen to all the time. What is it? You know what song it is.
Leave me alone.
What song is it? Tell the people what your favorite song is.
Oh, shout out Hove. It was his birthday the other day.
Yeah, shout out to Hove.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Okay.
Song, bro. Give it
But
to
yes,
It's not PSA.
I do play You Don't Know.
That's a good
every
one.
day,
That's a good
multiple
one.
times.
That's
does.
a good one.
He does.
But
He
the
does.
shit that's wild, like, it's even to the point where, hey, hit the button because this is about to be problematic.
Gotcha.
Don't forget, we know you used to listen to Tory Lanez. Don't try to hide that on your little on your little recount just because you shot Meg down. That's at the bottom, and it's about 4 of them. I ain't been broken a minute. It's on your playlist, and we know that. Don't try to hide that.
That song was like That song was like number 5 on mine.
Don't try to hide it.
And Tory was high up on my list too. Hold on, did he make the first one? Nah, Tory.
Nigga, he gave us a whole good 6 months. The last 6 months been trash, but
Tory
the first
had
6.
13 hours of play on my phone.
At first 6 months of the year was fire. The last 6, it's been looking bad for my boy. But hey, don't try to hide it. See, that's the thing. They don't let you get that growth in either. Like, nigga, I used to listen to Tory. Like, I did. I thought he made good music. He did something that I didn't appreciate. Now I'm not. Just because you see it on my list is not time to attack me.
There's no
like don't attack me now. That's old.
Like,
it's from the whole year.
You got to think about it. There's 365 days and only 13 of those hours,
Right.
happened. So like you got to think about it. It's all in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it would have been higher on the list if he didn't do what he did.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like the thing with growth, and I feel like the reason why we can't separate ourselves from it is because we grow so attached and we get so comfortable in that space. Like you said, we'll hear that song and we're reminded of a moment, so much so that they're taking those samples and flipping it into other songs because we loved it so much. And I feel like that's a part of the reason why people love that Chicks tape so much that Tory did, because he would take those songs that we know and we love, bring those artists back and flip it. Yeah. And it's gold when you think about it. Like, we always gonna love that Ashanti song.
I already love
we
this
love
song.
the dream, I Love Your Girl. And now you brought it back with some new sounds and some new stuff. So it's like, yeah, nostalgia. They fucked us up with this. Like, we're here.
What was it?
Nostalgia.
Okay.
It's all of it though, bro. Like, we was just talking about, everybody was near or around or did something family oriented for Thanksgiving. Like, fam, I did not know macaroni and cheese was this important. Like, macaroni and cheese in white households is an entree.
Are you saying that we're growing?
We are attached.
We need to outgrow macaroni and cheese.
Like, come on, fam. We
need to grow away from the culture of Thanksgiving. Is that what you're saying?
Look at what you on point. You hearing it? Like, listen, bro.
How dare you think that we can do that?
Big Mama was making these meals every Sunday. Big Mama in your arm is because she was making this exact meal every Sunday. Macaroni and cheese is not like every time you go to a black function, there's macaroni and cheese.
All I'm saying is
it's not attached to Thanksgiving.
All I'm saying is the fun cranberry sauce. That's it.
The fun turkey.
Hey, you gotta relax.
And defund dressing or stuffing, whatever you call it where you're at. Defund it. I'm sick of it.
That's the same thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was two different things.
No, dressing and stuffing is the same thing. What's dressing to you?
It's the same thing.
I don't eat that shit.
Exactly.
So I think, Meezy, it sounds like you just don't like Thanksgiving at all.
Nah, I don't think.
At least the theme, the food theme.
Yeah, because it's the same food we would eat if it was just Sunday. Like, we might not have turkey. You might have ham maybe on a Sunday, depending. Well, we also gotta acknowledge the fact that we have outgrown. We are now out of that area where grandma used to cook every Sunday. Like, that does not happen as much as it used to in black households.
Shout out to everybody who still got a grandma
that still cook. But like, all of these foods are regular foods. Like, shout out Nick. Every time we go to Nick's house, there was macaroni and cheese and greens. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a food that's like.
Nick is just happy to see us.
But every time you see black people in a room, we're gonna eat. Right. Like, for an event, a baby shower, we got mac and cheese and meatballs. Somebody birthday party, we're having a cookout. There's probably gonna be mac and cheese and baked beans. Thanksgiving. What's the difference between a Thanksgiving meal and a Christmas meal?
Nothing.
The mac and cheese usually is.
Mac and cheese is a thing. It's a staple.
But why?
Because
the funny thing is, like, but Christmas dinner is not really a thing. At least not. It was never the thing for us.
It is a thing. Every holiday you have a dinner.
Every holiday has a dinner.
I mean, it wasn't like. I mean, yeah, there's a dinner, but I'm talking about like not where you're gonna be like making a turkey or.
This is
ham.
coming from the guy who wanted to outgrow our Christmas tree.
I mean,
who told me that we had to throw away our Christmas tree to get a new one.
Cap, listen, Meezy, we're gonna get into this. So we have a retractable tree. Like we have a tree now, you can break it down.
It's not retractable. It's
Just
called
say
a
it's fake, bro.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, right.
like nigga.
Right. So basically, Rez wants a bigger one. Right. So typically, when you replace the tree,
We've outgrown it.
right. So basically, no, she wants a larger one. So I'm like, all right, so we can sell or get rid of or throw away the other one, right?
Stop saying that word.
And
Stop
then-
saying sale. Like, nigga, I'm
then-
not buying your old tree.
Right. And then this happened, right? She said, stop saying that. So now she wants to use the older tree and put it into a separate room. So she wants to like get a whole nother setup for Christmas trees and lights and stuff like that so that we can now have 2 Christmas trees in the house.
Yeah, you might be bugging.
There's nothing wrong with having a collection of Christmas trees.
Why do you need more than one tree?
The same reason why you want to change your shirt every day.
No.
I thought that was because it was nasty.
It's the vibe.
And seeing, looking at me, I ain't changed my shirt in 3 days, so I don't see the problem.
You put your tongue on the cry.
Nah, it's the vibes. You need to have a variety of trees. Sometimes you might want to go all white with your tree. You want to swag your tree up with some red this year. Or you want to pink it out. You want to make it girly. Or you just want it to be like a regular Christmas tree. Like, people really, it's a science behind Christmas, and I want to get into that bag.
Why?
Because it's fun.
How?
It's cute.
Have you not done it?
I do it every year. I decorate the tree, but it's just like a regular decoration.
That tree went up without me. Like she.
So what I'm
decorated
trying to
without me.
figure out is...
It's giving Charlie Brown right now, and I want to give...
But you want 2 trees that you want to be able to do this to.
Yes.
For what? It's only 2 of y'all that live in this house.
To get in the Christmas spirit.
You don't even have guests come to your house.
It's
like-
beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
No, it
is
ain't.
Why?
It's still fucking 75 degrees
Bring
on a good day.
the Merry Christmas. Who took the Merry out of Christmas? That's what they said on the Soul.
Commercialism. Fucking capitalism took that shit, boy. Got us thinking we need to buy all that shit.
I'm buying. We're getting 2 trees.
We not for what, bro?
But the point is,
To fund Christmas trees.
if we're trying to grow to the next level, I'm speaking it into existence that we're going to grow. We're going to get a bigger house. We're going to have a need for a Christmas tree in multiple rooms, because there's going to be a time when we can host a Christmas party and people come over and they want to feel that Christmas air. And what says Christmas like a Christmas tree?
Did you learn this?
But the ones that are in our house currently will not probably be in that bigger house because you're going to want a real tree.
So then
by
we'll
that
have
time.
4 by that time.
You are a hoarder for no reason.
It is hard to let stuff go, though. I think that's a piece to it too.
Jazz put the Christmas tree up in our house, and when she did it, I was like, when she said she was thinking about doing it, I was like, in my head, I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, I don't know why, but all right. And then one morning I woke up, it was up. So I'm like, okay, you wanted to do this. Maybe this made you feel good. I don't know. But like, to me, like, I guess because now that I'm older and I don't have the like immediate family, like it's just me and Jazz in this household. I don't have nieces and nephews. I don't have these god kids that y'all. Another thing we should try to figure out the point of in this black culture. Like, we'll get to that later. Like, I don't have these things where it has to look festival. It's like, it's me and Jazz in this house, and COVID has made it even worse because now we don't go nowhere. So it's like just us in this house, and her deciding when we're gonna cut the tree out. Like, it's not.
No, I think it's
LEDs lights are the new Christmas tree lights.
No, me and Jazz come from I think they call it a nuclear family, where you have a mom, a dad, and you have the children. And in those families, the holidays are a really big thing for us. So coming from that and going into a situation where it's just you and your spouse and you don't have kids, you still want to carry on that tradition. Coming off the high of Thanksgiving and feeling all that love being around your family, you want to take that home with you. So the next best thing is to jump into the next holiday and kind of keep that momentum going. That way you feel better. Like, if I would have went home and it's like, oh, well, back to reality. No, we have another thing to look forward to. Now we can amp stuff up for Christmas. And that's how I look at it. So it's just about keeping that tradition going in that sense and not losing it in your house.
I just don't want that to distract you that we don't need 2 trees.
Okay, whatever.
That's it.
So what else do we need? What other areas do we see growth and people moving on to new things that need to happen, like things that we need to grow out of as a culture.
This attachment to trends on social media.
What do you mean?
I.e., this finding a way to cancel somebody just for the sake of canceling somebody. Like, we've been gone, we didn't get a chance to touch on it on air, but like, Kevin Hart's not as funny as he used to be. Is he still funny? Yes. Do I think that the internet should have spoke about it for like 3 days? No. Do I think black people like to twerk? Yes. Do I think black people like to twerk at brunch? Yes. Do I think we should cancel some man who said, hey, I don't want y'all twerking in my restaurant? No. Just don't go. Like, we don't have to keep setting these and making these things this big topic of conversations for days at a time because you want to tell your opinion about something that don't have shit to do with you because you don't even live in Houston. Like, I don't care. Like, the man don't want y'all twerking in his restaurant. All right. Like,
I think we're just so used to looking for the next new thing because we always move the culture. Like, we set the trends, we make everything hot, so we're always looking for the next best thing. And I think as a community, we get sick of shit quick. Like, we will run things into the ground. It was a lot of sayings that everybody was saying this year. It's the blank for me. It's giving. Like, all of those sayings, we will run them into the ground. And when other people start doing it, we're like, yo, I'm fucking tired.
yeah, it's over.
And, you know, we don't really get a chance to enjoy it because we're constantly tearing stuff down. I think as a comedian, Kevin Hart is good. I watched the special. I thought it was funny myself. I chuckled at it.
I didn't laugh like I used to.
It wasn't a hearty laugh. But with growth, you have to understand that people are going to change. They're not going to be the same thing that you expect. And you get into a scary place when you're trying to relive it. Like, I always think about it in the way that people describe like your first hit of crack. You
describing.
I'm
just roll. So people.
All right, let me put my seatbelt on.
Okay, put your seatbelt on. People get high, right? And the first time is always amazing. Like, that's the best high that you're ever going to get. And then you keep trying to look for that each and every time you get high. So when Beyonce dropped that record that hit my soul, I'm always expecting to hear that from her. So eventually when she grows into a new artist or she goes and do pop, or let's speak Nicki Minaj. When I heard Itty Bitty Piggy, okay, crack. It was like my first hit of crack. I was like, who the hell is this girl?
Right, please,
and then we get to
the crack fluid community. Please don't cancel.
And then we get
They don't got internet.
and then we get to Starships Are Meant to Fly. And it's giving different vibes. Right. So I wasn't able to accept that growth because I'm still looking for this high that I'm getting there. Mm-hmm. And I think it's unrealistic to look at people like that. We're always going to go in a different direction. If I were to stay the same artist that I was when I first came out, I wouldn't be introduced to this new crowd.
So
it's my fault, but you know the growth that I noticed you wouldn't go into?
What?
You wouldn't say Beyonce keeps giving us the same shit. Like, you quickly got away from using Beyonce as that. Well, yes, you surprised us with Beyonce self-titled with all of these videos. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You did it again with Lemonade. Oh, this is a really good album and a really good project. You did it again with the Lion King soundtrack in the movie. We get it, Beyonce. You're gonna put out a project with music to go with it and the videos. We know, Beyonce. Switch it up a little bit.
Kanye West did that too, though. They don't talk about dark twisted fantasy. I was watching a clip from that, and it was a clip where the girl was at the dinner table and she was dressed like a bird. And it was like, "Do you know your girl is a bird?" He was like, "Yes, I know." Right. Yeah. I just forgot all about those visuals, but like, I think as we just hold people to these standards and we don't allow artists the chance to grow. And I done it too. I heard that Toni Braxton was releasing something new. Oh, and my first thing was, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Because I'm still not over just be a man about it. Or like any of the older songs. Like,
can anybody explain to me why Dr. Dre was the man?
What? In the video?
In the song.
Oh.
At the beginning when the phone call, she's on the phone call with the guy. That's Dr. Dre. And I have no idea why.
The industry was different back then.
That was a nasty time.
It was different. But the point is, people grow.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
You've grown. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago.
I feel like it.
You weren't.
Nah, but I feel like it.
Why?
Like, as I still like to do all the same shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still am looking for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit I have not completely got rid of it. I still want hot sauce and white bread for my pork chop. That fish sandwich got to come with the mustard on it. Those are things that I've learned over my life that I am not letting go of.
I'm kind of mad I ain't put mustard on my fish sandwich.
See, fucked up. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
That was over a week ago.
You gotta hit half mustard, half hot sauce.
I really missed out when you guys were doing that.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I really fucked up.
Yeah.
And now it's really like...
See? Like,
okay.
look, we won't even change the way we make sandwiches.
I mean, no. There are certain things that do stay the same about yourself. Like I still love mozzarella sticks the same way that I loved them when I was 70 fucking pounds.
We ain't supposed to be having that shit as black people, and we just don't understand it. I don't think we supposed to have dairy products.
We're not.
Yeah, we're not supposed to have milk.
Nobody's supposed to have dairy, honestly.
I mean, imagine using a human's breast milk to make something.
Shit probably fire.
Dumb udders.
I mean, it's probably fire. Like, nigga, a good percentage of the world was breastfed, and it was okay. Like, I'm pretty sure it's okay.
So that hill is a little too high for me.
You want to suck on somebody else's mom's boobie and get milk from that?
I mean,
all right,
you ain't never dated. Never mind. I was about to say, you ain't never dated a girl with a newborn, but that's a different subject for themselves.
No, so I seen a post the other day, and the post was saying the decisions that we made 3 to 5 years ago are the decisions that are the reason why we're in the place that we're in now.
Shit, I see that. Me fucking trying to go back to school and realizing that a couple of these schools I owe some money to and can't get these fucking transcripts off their ass. So clearly, now I have to go through the process of finding money to pay them just to get a piece of paper that said, hey, at one time I went here.
Yeah. Or you learned from that situation and you grew. Now you're in a place where you say, all right, so if I do go back to school, I'm going to do it this way to make sure that I'm not in that position again.
Some bullshit. I think life is set up for us to fucking figure things out. Right. Like, I even made a post today because of that situation that said, you know what I'm saying, teach your kids everything you don't know. And I said that because if, say for instance, you grow up and there's something minuscule, like when you first get a new job and they give you that tax paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to fill that tax paper out in hindsight. But I know you're supposed to fill it out, you know what I'm saying, who's your dependents, who's head of household. You're supposed to do that shit. But if you don't never learn how to do that shit, you might be giving the government a little bit too much money than they supposed to be getting from you.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you like sitting here every time your check come home like, why the fuck is it so light? Like, I'm making enough money, but they getting so much of it. And that's because there was nobody to teach you how to fill this paper out.
Right.
And so now I'm supposed to go through life not knowing this, then eventually have a wife and kids and pray that my wife knows how to fill this paper out so we can teach them when they get their first job how to fill this paper out.
I think that, I mean, it's always good to say parents, but at some point you have to be able to do it on your own. I think we talked about this when we had our guest on here for The Love of Millennials with Amber Richbook. And, you know, parents are going to teach as much as they can to the child. And I think at some point we have to realize that our parents were in the same spot that we are now.
Right.
And give them a little bit of grace, because if I was raising a kid at 21, I can't say that I would have the mind to say, teach them everything that I didn't learn growing up. But being as though that I'm entering my 30s and I'm a little older now, I have a lot more experiences, I kind of can do that. And if you take another layer off of it and put it back in the 90s when shit was a little shaky, like, right. I think it's uncomfortable breaking those growth patterns.
But I feel like those are things we learn. Like they didn't say, "Hey, look, guys, when you get older, you're gonna have a family and want to put up a Christmas tree." You just walked in the house and the fucking Christmas tree was up. It was like, "Oh shit, it is Christmas."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They
didn't say, "Hey, for Thanksgiving, what you do is you have fucking food." You know what I'm saying? Like the spread and this. No, it was. This is what happened. You saw it. It happened once every fucking year. All right, I like this feeling. Let me take it with me.
And then we had to take on to that. But there are some of our parents who had to break those barriers, and they had to be the first person to say, I'm not going to tell my child that they can't date another woman, or I'm not going to cook turkey every year for Thanksgiving. I'm making fucking tacos and lasagna.
Exactly.
Or you had to be the person to say, I'm not going to continue to live in poverty and let my family keep going down this path, being a single parent, selling drugs, going to jail, all this shit. I'm going to break the pattern and be an entrepreneur or start my own business or go to college, whatever path you want to take. But it's just about having the courage to be able to step out and try something new.
And I feel like that the person that you can be that person and teach your kids that you don't have to. Like I understand the concept of teaching your kids about.
So are you
Santa
saying
Claus.
Teaching your kids the stuff that you don't know now? So
Because
looking at yourself
because
right
you
now,
then have to go learn it.
right? Looking at yourself right now, the things that you feel like you don't know right now, those are the things that you want to teach your child.
I want to work on them for myself to be able to pass them to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, sometimes when I look at life, I think about it is because it is hereditary to see, like, I think the way they use it in this positive sense of you see somebody, we love the different world because we saw black people go to college. I think on the flip side is the same. I never saw nobody go to college. What made me want to go to college? Like, I don't know fucking Dwayne Wade and Whitley. You know what I'm saying? But if I never saw nobody in my household go to college, I've got to be the person to then go to college in order to teach them. So I didn't know going to college was important. So I got to know that now and got to learn that in order to teach somebody else.
Yeah, I think it just kind of, I feel like they didn't really say it that it was important. In my household, they did. They told me like that was the next step that you had to take, or you had to go get a job and get out. So it was more
intimidation.
But yeah, so it's more so like that's what they seen growing up.
Right.
They seen that if you go to high school, you go to college, you're more likely to get paid more.
Right.
Not knowing that by the time we do it, the
That shit don't
freaking bachelor's degree is the same amount of worth as the high school diploma.
I can pull my
Because
dick
everybody
out and
got
make more
one.
money.
Okay, yeah. So that's the only thing that they knew. They didn't really know, like, all right, well, if you don't.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't let you just drop the OnlyFans reference and not give you a line.
I mean, but it's true.
It's coming close. It's coming close to
You
it.
could
bro.
pull your penis out and, well, I don't know about penis, maybe breast.
I'm down to the last 15 in my bank account. I gotta do something.
$15?
About
Yo,
to-
stay out my man pocket.
Oh,
about to start oiling my feet, bro.
Okay.
About to start oiling them.
You do.
Onlyfans.com/Music Boulevard. Subscribe now. It's free.
Yeah. I think
10-piece killer could be meaning wings or toes.
true.
Hey, bro, you're giving away the marketing plan right now. Relax.
No, it's promo.
Yeah, relax.
Comedy style.
Yeah.
That's true. But I think, you have to get outside of what your parents didn't do and just still try to live your life. I mean, yeah, I feel like they did what they could.
All right, I'm good. I got something to say. I've been hearing y'all for a long time, but I feel like there's some pieces that we as people don't really take a look at, right?
What's that?
Like we're too complex and it's quite annoying, right? So we're the types that will say, yes, I want the nostalgia, right? But then when you see a trend, you hate it, right?
Right.
Because like we love trends, like we love to know that they're happening, but we don't want to know that we're actually in them, right? We're the ones that'll say, hey, like this is hard, but then when someone gives you the free game, you don't listen. We've all been there, right? Where our parents have said, yo, don't do it this way because blank, because I did it that way. But it's like, I need to make my own mistakes. So it's like, where's the accountability in it all? You know what I mean? Like when, like we literally are trying to, you know, have our cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens. Like, nigga, they have a new math. Like,
listen,
2 + 2 is always gonna be 4.
Shout out to the person who made the new math. They seen that it was time for a change. Why do we hate it? Why do we hate new stuff?
I'm letting you know this right now. Kids are probably gonna get homeschooled, so that's why I'm working so hard, because I'm not trying to learn new math.
Why do we hate new shit so much?
Because they be trying to give us new shit that we never asked for. But then they give us new shit. You know, Twitter is getting rid of the fucking thread option.
Oh, hell no. Now, Twitter done took it too fucking far.
To attach 2 tweets together, they're getting rid of that because they want us to look at the same fucking stories we've been looking at on Facebook and Instagram.
So you mean to tell me they're taking away threads?
They're getting rid of threads because apparently there was an outrage from the fans, but Black Twitter run Twitter, and we didn't see that. We never said that because I've seen us tweet, and I never.
Threads are the best part.
Best part of Twitter.
I love when I click on something and they're telling a story, and at the end it says a thread. Oh, I'm hooked. Now I done kicked my feet up. I done scrolled in. I done got the scroll finger ready. I'm ready. I'm comfortable.
All that shit is in one place.
So now I don't have to exit out and go back up and look for the next tweet. It's right there.
Niggas are now want to get rid of that. Just because we live in a society where the trend is to take videos of yourself and post them.
Yeah, I think they
just keep doing. They never want to give us new shit. They want to give us new version of shit we already got.
I feel like we've been asking Twitter for the option to edit our tweets for the longest. And the fact that they skipped over that and went straight to let's add a story feature is really fucking me up a little bit.
Instagram turned the shit into a goddamn Etsy site.
Nobody asked Instagram to do that.
My posts still ain't in the order when they went up.
It was such a uproar about TikTok and TikTok this and TikTok that, just for Instagram to take TikTok and put it on Instagram and try to push that to the top of I thought that button was meant for me to post something. Now I have to relearn where the post button is. And I can't just say, okay, if I'm in the grocery store, right? And I see somebody.
We need a I'm in my bag type of.
And I see somebody going crazy in the grocery store. Hey, fuck it. I'm at Walmart and a fight break out. I can't even get to my story quick enough to give y'all the play-by-play.
I don't know
because now I gotta hit it, and I done posted something, trying not to post, and I'm starting to feel like
I don't want to go on here,
and I'm starting to feel like that old bitch, like when you like, how do you work this, and you get so frustrated, you just log off.
I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna give somebody the credit because the news just came out last week. They got with the times. Warner Brothers, like, you know what? We don't know how long we're gonna be stuck in the house. So I know y'all can't go to these movies and y'all want these movies. We finna just send these motherfuckers to HBO Max.
Right.
Like,
just let them all go.
Since y'all gonna be in the house the day they were supposed to come out in the movies and you can't go to the movies, maybe you can, maybe we don't know. But if you can't get to it, they coming out when they said they were supposed to come out. You just got to get HBO Max to see it.
But the funny part about that, right, is that still follows the same tactic. If you think about it, right, no one wants to be the first fool, right? Basically, Warner Brothers is doing that because Disney did it with Mulan.
Exactly.
Disney was like, yo, we have this video that, this movie that we put a lot of money into it. Hey, you could spend $20 or $30 and then you can now have it forever. Exactly. So I don't know if HBO Max and Warner Brothers are going to do that, but
it's one of those things where stop trying to improve something that we never asked.
I mean, that's where all these streaming platforms are from, because of Netflix, because they did it first.
Like, Netflix just went up to $18.
I think when
the last time you used your Netflix?
I'm gonna have to cancel that because they fucking bugging.
Like, what are you watching on Netflix?
I don't see the issue.
I don't see.
What are you watching on Netflix?
It's not giving $18 though. I
mean, because the thing is, because we watch it all at once.
It's not giving $18.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna either watch this at once in a 1-day sitting, or watch it over a period of 6 months and then have to wait another 2 years for the shit to come back.
And I'm gonna cancel this.
And I'm gonna forget that I was even like this show and I watched it. I have not. The Ranch is on like season 8. It's a very white show and I liked it.
The what?
The Ranch. It's Ashton Kutcher.
Ranch,
it's funny. It's funny. I don't even know what season I was on because it took so long to come back. Like I don't remember. So now you want me to watch this from the beginning? No.
Right.
Cobra Kai. It's my shit.
Fire.
Coming back in June. I just so happened to be late and figured it out this summer that Cobra Kai was fire.
Yeah.
I ain't had to wait that long. But also, if I would have watched it when it first came out, probably would have had to be waiting a long fucking time.
Right.
So it's one of those things is you're trying to convenience my life by making it complicated.
I think with social media and growth and the changes that they make, everybody just wants to be the first person to come out with the next Facebook. We see it with Clubhouse. Clubhouse did the Facebook strategy, if you think about it, because do you remember when Facebook first came out? Like you had to have a university email address to sign up. And then I think it was, I might be lying, but I think you had to be invited by somebody to get on Facebook.
Some shit like
No,
that.
well, it started off with the schools first.
Yeah.
And then, because they invited each school. So that's the invitation thing.
Yeah.
And then you had to have the EDU email.
Yeah.
And then they opened it up to everybody.
So Clubbox wants to be the first person to come out with
This exclusive thing.
the exclusivity.
Get everybody
and
to
now
talk about it.
It's your contact such and such has joined. I don't talk to this motherfucker. Matter of fact, let me go back and delete their number.
That's crazy.
And it's like, oh, this person joined, this person joined, this person joined. And now it's losing the thing because basically it's a webinar.
It's really the feds, to be honest. Because I didn't realize that once you put your number to get on there, it then gets all your contacts. One.
Right.
When you then set up that profile the way that it looks, where it gives you, hey, you should put your Twitter and you should put your Instagram, most importantly your Twitter, it then gets all the people you follow on Twitter, and once they sign up, it pops up in the notification thing. So it's really the feds, and we on there laughing and making fun of Chet Hanks because he talks in a patois, and he told all the Jamaicans, suck my dick, I'm going to keep doing it if I want to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the part that we're so focused on. We're not focused on, like, the feds.
I think
A new FBI agent.
yeah, basically somebody else who's watching you. And they have the ability to listen to your audio too, but we ain't even gonna go that deep because this isn't a conspiracy podcast.
Not yet.
My whole thing is we gonna get into them. We gotta really have an episode to get into the conspiracies because that's a deep bag.
I think
that's a deep
Beyonce
dive.
killed
Okay, alrighty. A conspiracy episode loading. Let me write that down.
I'm just saying.
But I think the thing is that the social
9/11
sites,
wasn't real.
Real sus.
the social sites are racing to be the first person to get this hot new wave and get our attention, and it's like a competition for it. And as a user, we're all uncomfortable because we're being pulled different ways, and I feel like that's the reason why I hate
It's only costing
social
more.
media and changes and growth. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it.
It's nasty.
I don't like it.
It's nasty.
I don't like it. I don't subscribe to the
It's
new
a
Twitter.
nasty time to be a millennial. And I know it makes me laugh because like we watched this from the beginning.
We've seen it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we pretty much, when the internet was this thing that it was accessible to people, that like to everybody, not just people who had money, we've watched it grow, and like we are now at this point, like nigga, it's niggas who never would have thought that we would be streaming music on our phone. They just thought we'd go to the store, buy CDs, and have all these fucking CDs for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Then that was after people was like, we're never getting in. We're never gonna do. What are we gonna do with all these records and these vinyls that we got? But now this shit is just a cycle. Like vinyls are now the new thing. I heard CDs was coming back. Like
For what? I was laughing though because I see a red box outside of the CVS all the time, and I just sit up there and I think, like, are people really still going to the red box and taking that movie?
Me and Jess just had an argument about DVDs like last week.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Are people? But why though?
Because all of them-
But
because all of
hold
them
on, we
are-
might have to think about that as a couple, as a group, not even a couple, not just me and you, E, but as a group,
Right.
because we went to my parents' house and they had a shit ton of DVDs, right. Right. So everything that they may possibly want to watch, they can rewatch again without having to have that fight. Like right now, if we want to watch The Players Club, we might have to pay for it. Or right now, if we want to watch, because we have to find the streaming site that it's on, and if we don't have that, we won't be able to watch it.
What I'm telling you is,
Hustle and Flow. Who got Hustle and Flow streaming right now?
somebody has Hustle and Flow streaming. It might not be legal, This shit is online. Like, and this becomes a conversation about morals. Like, how do you pay for it or do you not? Because then once you say no, I'm not into paying for it, then you gotta say, well, whoever Netflix you've been using, give it back their password.
Nah, I seen what they did to DJ Drama. I don't want that type of smoke. I do not want that type of smoke.
See what I'm saying? You gotta then see where your morals lie. If you don't want to do the bootleg or the illegal stream, you then have to give back whoever password for Netflix you've been using back, because it's the same thing.
If you want the FBI kicking down your door for watching Hustle and Flow illegally,
oh, they coming.
They won't come get you.
I got it. I watch football and no cable every Sunday.
Don't say that. You're really loud right now.
Yeah, and that is your confession.
Fam, you think they gonna hear me on the podcast, or did they hear me when I said, "God damn it, what's wrong with this stream?" via my phone when I said it there.
They got the choice. Well, the thing is, they need a version so they don't have to expose the one that they got illegally.
Right.
No, so people are still watching DVDs.
I guess so.
Apparently, I don't see why.
Like
that's
Redbox.
an issue.
Why though?
Why are we still watching movies you already seen?
I would assume that on Redbox.
What is the plot of Hustle and Flow?
Okay, so I just
what's your favorite Hustle and Flow moment?
We don't have time for this.
Yes, we do. When the white woman, when Terrence Howard was about to go to jail for killing Ludacris in the bathroom after he pissed on his CD.
He didn't kill him.
Well, he beat his ass after he pistol whipped him, and I think he spit on him. He got snitched on. The cops was at his house. Somebody punched him in the face while he was handcuffed, and it was like the white girl was like, or was it Taraji P? I think Taraji P was like, "Don't hit him like that." And then he was getting locked up, and he told the white lady, he was like, "You in charge? Say it, say it." And she was like, "I'm in charge."
How many times have you seen this movie?
A few.
It's like, you don't have to keep watching these movies. We are attached to feelings that come from certain shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, that is all it is. We have attachment issues.
Meezy said.
I'm disgusted.
Meezy said.
I mind. I'm just saying, man.
I mind.
I'm just saying. I Black. When you made that album, I'm telling you, man. That thing. That was.
Tell me that was
man.
a mistake, man. Tell me that was a mistake. Tell me that fell in the toilet, man. Bro, the tape was pulled out.
We just want you home, man.
We just want you home, man. Hit that beat. Draw that beat, man.
You know it's hot out here for
That's
a
fucking hilarious. Right, nigga, Baby Boy.
Nah, yo.
We complain about Baby Boy.
No, he stopped. He was like, "Feel that shit."
You know it's hot out here for a
Like, we complain about BET showing Baby Boy every 15 minutes. And, like, we still watch it every time that we see it on the TV. Like, you go past, you're like, hold on, I gotta see what part they on.
Right.
Fucking, but you know what we won't watch because it don't give us no feeling? Every hour that they play ridiculousness on fucking MTV.
Sure
I'm not watching this bullshit.
It's no nostalgic feeling with that.
So listen, this might have to be the final thoughts, but why do I watch the SVU marathon every single time?
Let me tell you something. If MTV was smart, they would play that Jersey Shore. I go back and watch that every single time.
Look at you.
Every single time. I think the overall thing though is, do we actually hate growth or do we like growth? I think that's where we're stuck in the limbo.
That's the dilemma of like, do we, like, right now, I will get just as hype if We Paid by Lil Baby comes on the same way I would if Back That Ass Up came on.
Yeah, Back That Ass Up is something that we're never going to outgrow. I'm sorry.
But we don't know why. Why not?
Because we all remember in '98 when they said we putting on for the 9/9 and
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
all thought we were
I do
going
remember.
to die in
We
2000.
don't. Yeah.
No, I do
Meezy,
remember.
Meezy, we all thought that the electronics were gonna come alive and kill us all.
I was standing outside my my old house, 4-liter drive in Delaware. I was looking at myself through the screen mirror, and I had I heard the song. I don't know how I heard the song because did they have music? Anyhow, I heard the song and it put a feeling in my spirit. And I had on overalls. I was on my way to elementary school. I had pigtails, but I know how I felt when I heard Back That Ass Up. And to this moment, I still feel that feeling. When I hear, "Oh, you're working with some action," and don't let them get to the verse. I know you can't stand it. Dick bandit, done landed. See the draws handed. Don't let it get to that.
You
part.
are fresh.
Hey,
Don't let it get to that.
we
part.
need to start honoring Manny Fresh for his contributions more often.
You are fresh.
My favorite Manny Fresh line, it happens to be we fuck these hoes after our concert.
I fuck
These hoes after our and like he opens the song saying that like a song about get your roll on. It's just crazy.
freak. Bitch, do your thing. Do your thing.
That's crazy.
All right, let's take this on. We're going to go ahead and take a break and jump into our final thoughts. All right, and we're back. So with our final thoughts, I thought about this during the episode because we spent a lot of time talking about growing in tech. And it reminded me of the time when I first got my iPhone. And I want to know from you guys, what was your experience with getting an iPhone, and what was your first iPhone, and what was your favorite iPhone?
I can go.
Go for it.
I didn't mind kicking and screaming. Okay.
What?
I didn't want it. I wanted my BlackBerry.
I was about to say you look like a BlackBerry nigga.
BlackBerry was the wave. You cannot tell me BlackBerry wasn't the wave. BBM was fire.
I didn't have a BlackBerry until they wasn't cool no more.
It was just BBM was just transcendent, bro. Because like in the beginning, like that was when like the keyboard thing, like they were the keyboard people that were like really popular at the time. You know, because it was always BBM, it was always BlackBerry, and then like Sidekicks, and you know I was too poor to get a Sidekick, so my first BlackBerry was a hand me down, so that's why I was able to get it. But yeah, I got it kicking and screaming because my BlackBerry went out, and then I got this Straight Talk from Target, this little flip phone. And you know, after that was around 08. So if you know me personally, so around 08, there was it was a time for me. So when your phone was ringing, like it reminded me of that dark time. So I had to get rid of said flip phone. And then I got the iPhone 4. That's my first one.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That wasn't 08. Had to be later than that.
Yeah, that was around that time.
Yeah,
that's when I
yeah.
got it. So I don't know if that was the 4 or the 3S.
That had to be the 3 because I remember getting the 4 the week it came out. I just came home from college, and I had just came home, got a new job, so I got the money. I'm living at home, 19, fuck it, I'm about to ball out. Went straight to AT&T on the website.
AT&T.
The website, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get that paid for, put the debit card in, because, I was new to online shopping and shit. Put the debit card in. Couple weeks, that motherfucker came to the house in the mail. The UPS dude hit the doorbell, gave it to me. I'm like, oh, it's lit. So I got the 4. I was one of the first people with the 4.
Oh, snap.
So I was like, oh, it's lit. So there ain't nobody had no 4 around me. All them niggas still had Blackberries and shit. So I got that.
Here.
Yeah, it smelled like broken here because I done had all that shit. I had a Sidekick. I had a Blackberry. I done had iPhone 4, 5, 6, 6S, 7, 8, a 10, and now I got 12. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been, leveling up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my black woman for getting me the 12, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But I also been a nigga when everybody had the 10, I was still on the 6. Keeping that shit.
I think that's the one thing that we don't ever get tired of growing with. Like, we love when the new iPhone come out.
Oh, that's because we not going back to Android.
We love when the new iPhone came out.
I'm never doing that.
When did you get your first one, Rez?
Never.
So I same story, similar story to you. When I was doing my first little bid at my first set of college, when I talk about the bid, I'm always talking about college. I never been to jail.
I never know though.
Yeah,
like knowing you probably did a couple days in county.
Going to college is like going to. I'm sorry, I don't want to be insensitive, but it is like some type of sentence.
That was because you have to that you went to.
You have to spend time there. It was terrible. But shout out to everybody who went there and everybody that I met throughout that journey.
Shut the school out.
Fuck. Okay. Fucking stupid ass school. But anyway, so I just came back from my first year there, and I still was on my parents' Sprint plan. and I wanted to be grown and get myself an iPhone. So me and my girlfriend at the time, we went out and got ourselves an iPhone 3G, and I loved that phone so much. I had a great time, shot videos, take pictures, playing games, and you could drop that shit as much as you want. All you needed was a little rubber case to go on the back. As long as it didn't hit the screen, you were straight.
Oh no,
because it had that back.
I about to say
it had that aluminum back.
Yeah, because I had an iPod. The first touch iPod.
Oh yeah, my
came
iPod
back,
broke too.
and when I had it, that was the only phone I had my freshman year of college. Like I didn't have shit else. Like I had just the iPad. So
that iPod was cool though.
It was the one, bro. It got me through a lot of times.
You couldn't tell if it was a phone or if it was an iPod. That's what I loved about it.
The iPod Touch was a little light in the ass.
Somebody stole my iPod Touch. But my favorite iPhone is definitely the 4 because after I fucked my money up. I had to get rid of that 3G. Couldn't afford it. I was just being fast and young. Yeah. But when I got back on my shit, I had an Android for a little bit, and I just kept saying, "Oh, I miss my iPhone." I finally was able to get on my own plan as a responsible adult and get the 4. It was just nothing but a year later, and I got the iPhone 4. And it was my favorite phone because it was the perfect size. It was so cute. It was glass. I cracked that a few times because I'm clumsy. But it was great.
Hey, think about this. You remember, this is just going to sound hilarious, but you remember that time where we was like, FaceTime is the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Till now, it's like, why the fuck are they calling me on FaceTime? Like,
it's levels to FaceTime. I have some people that I don't like. Me and my friends, we FaceTime because it's just I like to see your expressions. Like you can't talk like girl talk on the phone because you can't really like see it. But if I'm on FaceTime with you, we could really get into her. Girl.
The thing is, like, when she does that with the tripod, dog, it's a nasty game.
Yeah, I set that thing up. We be right. I put my little Bluetooth headphones on.
And then run around the house.
Yep. It's funny. But yeah, that's my experience. I love Apple products. Grow with them. Be careful with them now.
We weren't sponsored.
We were not sponsored.
Why not? You like giving them the big up. There's a lot of shit that's fucked up.
Nah, shout
about
out to
that.
them.
Hey, you niggas, what I was talking about earlier. I got a 12. That box just came with a phone and a couple of them goddamn stickers. That was it.
It might be one of those things. You remember how those commercials used to come on about the asbestos? If you've been mesothelioma, If you have the meso, it's gonna be Apple commercials about 100 years later. Have you been a victim of? And it's not gonna be no meso or nothing like that. No cancer. It's just gonna be like you fucked up.
Yeah.
Behind the iPhone.
Over that damn charger block.
Yeah, they don't give you enough. Talk about eco-friendly, my damn charger.
That charger, that fucking put them little headphones back in there. Them shits is good. I don't care about them AirPods. You lose one of them, I gotta buy a new set.
I want my headphones.
I don't care if it's got the jack or the thing in there. Like,
we've been fighting over this charger block forever. There's only one block. There's only one.
Put 2 cord things in there
left in this house. Where are my blocks at? Like, why ain't it no block in this box?
You know we sharing these chargers. Make it a dual so I can plug 2 cords in there.
And then they had the nerve to change the wire now.
Yeah, so to a lightning pin.
So it's not a USB-A anymore.
Okay, here's the story that happened.
Here's
the story that happened in the store.
Uh-oh.
So she gave me the box. I opened the phone. I'm like, oh, all right. And I saw in the box there wasn't no block. It was just a new cord. Guess what my stupid ass said?
What?
How am I supposed to charge my phone? I could just use the old cord that I already got.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to charge this? I ain't got no block or nothing. I can still use the other one because the piece to plug into the phone is
still the same. Still the same thing.
Yeah, I was dumb for about 10 minutes.
It's all right. It's
cool, man. Look, we all have those moments. Yeah,
I was upset.
We all have those moments.
Got me fucked up.
Yeah, fuck change.
Speaking of playlists and Apple,
valid.
You are now tuned in.
You are now tuned in to WMEZ. This week for the Baby Maker, we have not found it yet. I'm lying. We got it this week on the Baby Maker. This is a new song. This is some shit I just found. It's by an artist Now I don't know how to say this, and it's gonna be hard. I think it's Trip, but it's spelled TRPK.
They getting different with these names.
They getting so hard with these names. That's one thing that's changing.
Drip key.
I just want to call it TRPK because it just sound cool.
Yeah.
TRPK. Trey Pack. Maybe. Might be Trey Pack. It might be Trey Pack. This song is called Lonely Tears Drop. Here on WMEZ.
Textually active.
I feel like that's one thing that I don't like. I don't mind hearing and growing with the sound of music. Like a lot of older people be like,
I think it is. I
but
think it's great.
I like hearing I feel like, is this a genre? Like, is this a new genre?
Like
Because
sad.
can we call it R&B or is it like
Sad
R&B,
I like to call them sad
gothic
boys.
R&B,
I like to call emos R&B.
emo R&B, crybaby R&B,
Sad boy R&B.
I'm still trying to figure
That's
out
like the
what-
Brent Faiyaz. How do you say
Yeah,
his name?
niggas is sad.
That's the Brent. Who else?
Party getting that bag
Party,
sometimes.
Weekend,
Bryson is a sad boy.
Tiller.
There's a bunch
Big
of niggas that's out here sad.
No, I'm still trying.
Don
to understand.
Tolliver.
Still trying to understand this. I call this new brunch genre. You know, like I know my location out of the bag and all that stuff like that. Ari Lennox, all that good stuff.
Oh, that's different.
Like I'm trying to figure out what.
because
that
that's not. Is that
You wanna put
soul?
that on? Nah, so it's really
It's funk though. It's
Is
kinda
it
like a
neo
funk.
soul?
it's like this. It's really like dance R&B music.
Genre fusion.
Yeah,
Because it has like that soul bag. Because Ari
So they
Lennox
take
does,
like
soul.
R&B songs and they like make them happy or speed them
Bubbly.
up. Yeah.
Like the H&M music. That's what I call it. When you used to go into H&M, they used to have that bag. H&M.
H&M got a playlist on Spotify or whatever, and it's some shit on there. I'll tell you that.
H&M getting that bag. That's one thing that I like about H&M. But let's go ahead and get into our memes this week. So I had some time to find a good meme. But my meme this week is going to be, especially since the temperature is dropping. And this goes, I hope you hear this and I hope you understand. I actually hate speaking in the morning. Let me defrost.
Hey, text alert that. Don't talk to me early in the morning. Don't talk to me when I just woke up.
I don't like that.
And don't say I know you seen my message.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't even read it.
I
I
was-
was groggy.
I was asleep. Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna go. So this doesn't necessarily. This just spoke to me. You know, and it's basically it was a text thread. So imagine, you know, you are trying to, you know, link up with Bay, right? You're trying to link up with Shorty or whoever that, you know, that person might be for you, and you send them the message, "When can I come over?" And you'll be really upset if they respond back with, "I had to buy my own PS5, so I'm focusing on myself."
That boy want that PS5 bad. He want that PS5.
The crowd goes
bad.
crazy.
Clean things up. You brought up a really good point just now about the brunch sounds of the times. That was amazing, and you brought that up, and also, you know, we about to end the year, and it's looking like we're about to go back into the house for a little bit more,
Who knows?
For a lot of bit more.
for a lot bit more. And I just want to say the worst part of lockdown one was hearing "Don't rush, slow touch" 1,000,000 times a day. Sick of this shit. Like, I hate that song.
Nah,
Got
you
me
gotta-
fucked up.
You gotta add Savage to that too. All right. And then when they put the Beyonce on it,
Oh my
man.
god! Oh my god! And, all right, I ain't even gonna say that.
I didn't go get my
Fuck it,
bag.
I say it. It's, fuck it. Cause she thick. Thick.
Yeah, that one's really taking a toll on me too.
Nobody's talking about the fact that Meg was on that song. And all right,
Okay. I mean, hey, some things, you know, you just are better left
it's
unsaid.
about to be.
Or better left unmegged.
Cause if
I see what you did there.
I'm about to cut my goddamn ear off, if another
Oh my gosh, Megan, we love you, but please, please, why?
Hey,
Why?
Why?
Why? Nobody. Ody-ody-ody-ody-ody. Yes.
Like, who asked?
Nobody-ody-ody.
At all.
I don't care. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I hate everybody who acts like they like ody-ody-ody-ody. Nobody ody-ody likes it.
Nobody.
Everybody ody-ody that I talk to doesn't like it.
Where is the support coming from for that song?
God,
There are some other songs on that project, because we've been going this long. We ain't really touch on. It's some good other songs on that project that you could have went with for a single.
Music labels, y'all not slick.
Yeah,
Y'all,
yeah.
let me tell y'all not fucking slick. Because why am I opening up my music and that's the song? I never have I ever went to that song and said, you know what I want to hear? Ody-ody. No, I haven't.
The fun shit is...
So why when I open up Apple, that's playing?
The fun shit is, that's not even the single they picked to go on the playlist. It just happened to be the one they was like, this is the one we want to put money into.
Mm-hmm. We love you, girl, but no.
I'm sick of the culture.
No, I love it.
Capitalism and communism and all this bullshit is a lot of shit.
There's a lot of ships getting on my goddamn nerves.
Bullshit.
But it's all good. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Textually Active. Make sure you share it to your social media pages. Tag us. Don't forget to go grab your merch at thetextuallyactive.com.
Hey, them shirts
They're going.
If you want a shirt with that face on it. Too bad, too sad. We don't even know if that one coming back.
I don't even know, but
The higher up said, no, it's not.
Oh, well, that was a limited edition. You can get that one again.
Hyper limited. We said it from the beginning.
the OG shirt's still there.
Get your OG
sweatshirt.
OG
cup.
You get TA.
Phone case.
So
Talking to the graphic designer.
So
you
the
about
Hit
to
My
make
Line
some
logos are still there.
Yeah.
Hit my line.
You can get the text, but you won't have our face on it.
The hats are almost gone too.
Oh yeah. If you want one of these bad boys in the video,
Better go grab yourself
better
one.
go grab it because it's about to be gone.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll be back next Tuesday. Stay strong, stay long, and stay warm. It's kind of cold, I guess. Bye.
I'm out here hot all the time, baby. I'm hot in these streets.
Thank you for listening to the Textually Active podcast. This podcast is a full-service production from the Open Media Lab. Be sure to check in every Textual Tuesday along with following them on all social media at Textually Active Pod. Textually Active is a part of the Open Media Network.